Talking to students to find out their interests is a great way to build relationships with them that helps establish a better classroom environment and can help motivate students to work harder. Using those interests to differentiate lessons is a really cool way to show students that you care and to keep them invested and curious about the material even if it would typically be pretty boring. I used a strategy just the other day in a literacy lesson where I was trying to help students read faster, but I wanted the reading to be interesting and I wanted to see how much the students were actually paying attention. I found this free resource online that only shows one word at a time, so students have to pay attention, and I set the words per minute rate fairly high. To keep the reading interesting, I threw in 3 random animal facts, like the fact that a panda poops 40 times per day. Well, the kids saw the word poop after reading a sentence about triangles and were instantly surprised and excited to see what else was in the reading. While I am not always able to use my students' interests directly into my lessons, I still find it helpful to talk with them about their passions and then question the possibilities of pursuing those passions as a career and how math will be helpful. Students that struggle in math typically think it is a useless skill that they will not need as an adult. But I try to relate its uses to their interests and break down the more complicated ideas into the 4 basic math procedures of adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. Students are grouped together so they can work with peers. Students are placed next to peers that have the best chance of positively collaborating with minimal disruptions. In constructive groups, the students are encouraged to engage in topical conversation that allows me to interact with smaller groups to learn about their interests. The easiest jobs to relate to geometry are landscaping, mechanics, and construction because of the need to understand spacing and angles.
All right, guys. So today we're going to change up our assessment strategy a little bit for the unit we've been working on. Instead of taking the test that we normally do, we're going to do a tic-tac-toe activity, which actually gives you some choice in how you show me that you have mastered all this content that we have been covering over the last 2 weeks. So the way it works is on this chart, got different assignments for different learning preferences. You get to pick what you want to do. You just got to connect 3 boxes in a row twice. So you're going to do a total of 5 activities that make a diagonal, vertical, or horizontal line. When you look at the chart, you'll see for the more organized students, you can create charts and lists that compare and contrast the different things that we've talked about. If you prefer to write, you can write a biography for 6 of the 11 people that we've talked about in this unit. You can do some comparing and contrasting, writing an essay comparing different empires that we have talked about. And for the more artistic groups, there's some illustration depicting social hierarchy, recruitment posters for the Crusades, one from the European side, one from the Islamic side. So you really got a lot of choice here to show me that you've mastered the stuff that we've covered up to this point in the unit. So take this freedom, you do good work, and I look forward to seeing what you do.